All right, first grade friends, it's Tuesday. Let's get started. All right, this week we are still working on that reading fluency, thinking about our reading fluency. So remember, when we are working on our passage feathers this week, we are working on that reading fluency. What does fluency mean? It means to read smoothly. We also want to read with accuracy. And remember, accuracy means to read the words correctly. If we do come to a word that we don't know, we need to stop. We need to use all of our decoding strategies that we've learned this year to figure out that word so that we can read it correctly. Then we need to go back and reread using that reading fluency. And last, we definitely need to read with expression. What does that mean? Again, it means to read with feeling. We do all of these things so that we can read for meaning, read for understanding, or another fancy word that we use is comprehension. All right, you need to grab your reading fluency packet, the story Feathers. I'm going to read the story to you using accuracy, fluency, and comprehension and expression, and you're going to be tracking the print along with me in your book. Okay, now it's really important to be able to track the print. What does that mean? Be able to follow along. I want you to follow along. I want you to read along with me. Remember, I don't want you to try to beat me. It's not a race. It's not a competition. I want you to try to keep up. I'm going to use good reading fluency, and I want you to read right along with me. So take your reading finger right here. You're going to put it on that word feathers, our title of our story. After we read the title, we'll swoop on down to the first word. Here we go. Feathers. You're on the first word. Here we go. Read along with me. A bird has different kinds of feathers. Each feather does a job. It has a purpose. The shape of the feather is important. The size of the feather is important. Some feathers are tiny. Birds have feathers on their eyelids. These feathers are very small. Some feathers are long. The tail of a peacock has really long feathers. Some feathers help birds fly. Some feathers give the bird its shape. Some birds have lots of feathers because where they live is cold. They need the feathers to keep warm. Some birds lose their feathers only to grow them back again. This is called molting. Birds molt so they always have nice feathers to help them fly. Birds like to preen. This is when they spend time making sure all their feathers are in the right spot. Preening is important. It keeps the birds clean. It oils their feathers. It hooks them back into place. All right, so you're going to time yourself now for 1 minute and see how many more words you can read today on Tuesday than you were able to read for your cold read on Monday. Now, remember, we don't usually ever just read for 1 minute, so that's just a little snapshot on how you did. So after you've done the 1 minute, give yourself a little mark on where you stopped, and then continue to read the rest of the story to practice reading stamina. Once you've done that, come on back. We're going to do some word scramble. All right, so this week, remember, we've been working on the different E patterns that we found in our story this week. We have that letter E can make the short vowel sound eh in a closed syllable. It can make the long vowel sound E in an open syllable. We also have vowel consonant silent E. That pattern makes the long vowel sound E. We have vowel teams. Now, EA is a vowel team. We know EA can make a short sound eh, like in the word feathers, but it can also make the long vowel sound E, like in peacock, really, and clean. We also have the vowel team E, E. E says E. Like in the words preen, keep, need, and keeps. All of these words you will find in your story. Remember that Y, when used as a vowel in a 2-syllable word at the end, also says E, like in the words tiny, really, and very. All right, we had 2 other patterns, EY and IE, also are vowel teams that say E. All right, let's do our word scramble. So grab your whiteboard or grab some paper. And remember, I'm going to give you the clues. So here are the letters. I'll give you the clues, and your job is to try to figure out my unknown word. Now, one of the things you need to think about always, whether the word is scrambled and we're playing a game, or you're working on an unknown word, you always want to start with the vowels. What are the vowels doing? So identify the vowels. If I ever go too fast after each clue, just pause the video and then resume the video when you're ready for the next clue. So our first clue, the vowel pattern is EE. So on your paper or on your whiteboard, first thing you're going to write down is the vowel pattern EE. So write that down. Clue number 2, the word has a blend of SW. Now, let's think about that blend for a moment. SW, that's a beginning blend. So right now I can go swa, e, and then what letter do we have left? Let's take a look at clue number 3. The clue number 3, the word means the opposite of sour. The opposite of sour. All right, put all those clues together. Were you able to figure out the word? The word is sweet. Let's spell it together. S-W-E-E-T, sweet. Let's try the next word scramble. Here we are. We've got that E, 2 E's again. So we have that vowel pattern, that vowel team, E-E. We know that says E. Write that down. Clue number 2, the word has a blend, sp. We know that the S blends always start at the beginning of the word, sp. It is how fast or slow you go. Were you able to figure it out? The word was speed, S-P-E-E-D, speed. Vowel team, E-E says E. All right, moving on to our next word. Now, we've got a lot going on here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 vowels. Now, we would never have 4 vowels in a row. We rarely have 3 vowels in a row. Not very many words that have that. So I know with that many vowels, I threw in a tricky one. This is a 2-syllable word. 2-syllable word. I'll give you one more extra clue. It came from our story that we just read. Here's clue number 1. 2-syllable word. The first vowel pattern is EA, and the second vowel pattern is ER. Okay. Clue number 2. It has a digraph of TH. And clue number 3. Birds have these. Did you spell it right? Did you look back in our story? What do birds have? They have feathers. Let's spell it. F-E-A-T-H-E-R, feathers. Now we have that vowel team. In our first syllable, E-A says eh. We have the vowel R control pattern. In the second syllable, E-R says feather. All right, here's our next one. Take a look. Think about what are the vowels in the word. What patterns have we been working on? We have not been working on an AE pattern. So what do we know the first clue is going to be? The vowel pattern is EA. Vowel team EA. Now we know vowel team EA can either say E or eh. Let's find out clue number 2. This one has a 3-letter blend. Skrr. Remember, 3-letter blends, those S blends always go at the beginning. Skrr. So now we have the first 3 letters and then the vowel pattern. Let's take a look at the last clue. This word means to yell. Were you able to figure it out? The word is scream. S-C-R-E-A-M, scream. Vowel team, E-A says E. Okay, here we go. Now let's take a look at this one. This one's pretty crazy. We've got 3 E's in it. Well, we're never going to have 3 of the same vowel in a row, so they don't all go together. Let's take a look at our first clue. The vowel pattern is E-E with a silent E. What does that mean? Let's take a look at clue number 2. It begins with the digraph ch. All right, so we know the CH. We also know EE, so what goes next? Clue number 3, this is something you eat. Were you able to figure it out? The word is cheese. Let's spell it. C-H-E-E-S-E, cheese. Let's talk about a spelling rule for this word. Now, why is there a silent E at the end of this word? Well, we might think it's to make the vowel pattern tell its name, but that's not it, because we already know that 2 vowels E-E, vowel team says E. The reason there's an E at the end of this word is because, remember, a word cannot end in a letter S unless we want it to be plural. So we have to cover up that letter S with the silent E because that word is not plural. All right, let's move on. Here we go. Remember what vowel patterns we're working on right away. You should be able to write that down. You're right, the vowel pattern is E-A. Clue number 2. The word ends. Oh, check that. The word ends with the digraph ch. So what could your possibilities be? Clue number 3. Miss Gilchrist likes to go here. Where does Miss Gilchrist like to go? Well, she likes to go to the beach. Let's spell it. B-E-A-C-H, beach. Vowel team, E-A says E. All right, here it is, and the next one. Again, I hope you're recognizing what would be our vowel pattern. Hope you're seeing, oh, I see an E and an A. The vowel pattern is E-A. It's a vowel team, it says E. Clue number 2. The word begins with the pattern of a K-N. Ooh, now remember, we talked about K-N, and that K is silent. So we only hear the N. Clue number 3, you do this to the dough, like a bread or mainly bread, maybe cookies. You would do what? You knead the dough, K-N-E-A-D. So that K is silent. We worked on that pattern a couple weeks ago, but the E-A vowel team says E. All right, here we go. Moving on, working close to the end here. Clue number 1, the vowel pattern E-A makes the short vowel sound this time. Remember, the short vowel sound, we have a vowel team, is E. Let's take a look. The word begins with, oh, I bet you've already got this one. It's part of your body. It's your head. Good job. H-E-A-D, head. Vowel team, short vowel sound, E. All right. You did a great job with our word scramble. If you haven't already done so, make sure you practice your reading fluency. Time yourself for 1 minute on that story, Feathers, and then also jump on some Lexiacore. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a great day. Bye.